Okay, guys, I'm super sorry about I'm just having a lot of internet troubles here. So I'm going to just get started. This is being recorded. So for those that have dropped off, you'll see the recording very, very shortly. And if you guys could just let me know that you can hear me, that would be awesome. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so today's boot camp topic is going to be we're going to go over just a real simple way of creating a target. And yes, you can hear me. I can hear you. Okay, cool. All right, guys. Again, sorry for being late. My internet kept dropping, which is extremely frustrating. But I'm excited to be here. So what we're going to go over there is a real simple way of creating a target for yourself and then actually hitting that target and hitting it every single time. And it kind of goes in, it goes really well with the things that we've already gone over in boot camp, primarily what Jerri-Anne went over when she did a training on how to go into your downline and start reactivating people, start getting in communication with orphans, and getting in communication with people who haven't reordered. And then it also goes along perfectly with what we talked about on Friday, which was doing statistics. So if you do this target sample here that I'm going to show you, along with your statistics, like as a normal everyday practice, then like no joke, you guys will hit your goals, your targets, your business will grow hands down every single month without a doubt. Okay, so hopefully you guys had a chance to meet with your partners. If anybody's having any trouble getting in touch with your partners, let us know. But we want to make sure that you guys are working closely with each other so that you're putting into action everything that we go over on these boot camp calls. We try to keep these short and sweet so that you can you can get on with your day and building your business. Okay. So for this particular, yes, this is being recorded. So for this particular demonstration, let's say your target for this month is to have 2,000 additional PV. Okay. So if you break that down, a kit plus essential rewards is roughly 200 PV, and then getting somebody to reorder would be about 100 PV. Okay, obviously there's some variables there, but for this demonstration, we'll just keep the numbers round and simple. So 2,000 additional PV would be the goal for this month. And then, so the target obviously would be to sign up 5 new people, okay, and then have 10 people in your downline who are dormant and not reordering to then reorder, and that would get you to that $2,000 additional PV for the month, okay? So I call this name it, want it, get it, okay? So it's very, very important that, anytime you want something, you have to ask for it, right? You have to basically say, you got to tell somebody, the universe, whatever it is, you got to ask for the want, okay? So if the want is 2,000 additional PV, then we have to put together a game plan as to how to get that. So you kind of have to reverse engineer it, which I just did when I said we're going to sign up 5 new people, right? We're going to buy kits plus get on essential rewards, and we're going to get 10 dormant people in our downline to reorder. That would equal 2,000, okay? So in the name, want, get, you're going to name out every single potential prospect in the new arena, right? The new member of your team. Okay, so that would be the people buying those initial starter kits. And then you're going to name out all those dormant people that Jerri-Anne showed you how to identify, and you're going to work on getting them to reorder. Okay, now when you're creating your list, you want to have 3 categories. You want to have a category A, B, and C. Now, category A is those people that you are 80% sure are going to either reorder or are going to join the business. Okay, now if you're starting from scratch, right, so you have no prospects and no downline or no dormant downline, then you got to get to work, right? Because basically getting your pipeline filled is going to give you the information or the data that you need to determine, okay, is this an 80% closed person or not, right? So you want to have 3 lists, category A, B, and C. So category A, again, is 80% closed. Category B is going to be 50% chance of close. And then category C is 20% chance of close. And then for the 20% chance of close people, those are maybe people that you, maybe you just met at the grocery store, right? You exchanged information, right? So you don't really have any idea as to, are they looking for a solution or kind of what the angle is to get them to join your business, okay? So you have those 3 lists. Now, to hit your target of 2,000 additional PV in a month, you've got to name out basically 4,000 PV potential, okay? So if it's category A, if you have, again, these are 80%ers, so it's not 100% guaranteed. So you're going to list that out along with B and C so that so that you can basically, for all of those people, it's going to be 4,000 PV. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense, right? So all the people you list out, if everybody that you had on category A signed up, that would be basically 10 new people. So you want to have 10 people on that list. Okay? And then you want to have 10 people on your B list and 10 people on your C list. Okay? The same is true for reorder. Okay, so if you're already in communication with some people, they'd be in the category A for the reorder. If you've, identified some people, they'd be in category C. And if you haven't even looked or you don't even, don't have the contact information yet of others in your downline, then that would be category C. But basically, you want to double your projection for your target, okay? And then list it out, okay? Name it, want it, get it. Okay, it's really important. So if you do that literally at the beginning of every month, you're naming out enough people to double your target, then you will essentially hit your target. Okay, now you have to be honest with yourself when it comes to like the category A, B, and C, right? Like if you've been working on somebody to join your business for 6 months and nothing's moving, then maybe don't put them in a category A, right? Maybe put them in a B or a C. So you just have to make sure you're honest with yourself as to what the realistic chances that they either sign up in your business or that they reorder, okay? And again, this is also, like I said earlier at the beginning, is that this plays into those statistics because as you start doing this, you're going to get much better at predicting what a category A, a B, and a C is. And also, I put the number at double, right? So I said the goal is 2,000, and so we're gonna name out 4,000. But as you're doing this, you may say, well, I need more than double. Okay, I need to name out 3 times my target to actually hit my target, or maybe it's less. Right? Maybe I need to, I have my target at 2,000. Maybe I only name out 3,000. But that's something that you're gonna learn and get kind of more comfortable with and more used to as you do this more and more, okay? So this is going to be your stat, right, your statistic moving forward. So let's say this month you named out $4,000 in potential added PV, okay? And then at the end of the month, your business grows by, let's say, 500 PV. Well, that's a stat. So now we have kind of a stable statistic to which we can then create the next month a better, more accurate list so that we can hit our target. Okay? So I call it name it, want it, get it. You can call it whatever you want, but it's really figuring out what your target is for the month and then reverse engineering as to how many new people in the business, new business builders, new customers, and then how many reorders you need to hit that target, and then constructing that list of people. It's going to be also the list of potential people in your business, new potential people in your business, and then a list of people who are going to reorder. Okay? Now, you can also, as part of this, and this is actually, I just thought of this, but you can also have people who you can convert from a customer to a business builder. right? So maybe list out a few people that you've been in communication with in your downline that are just taking the product and not sharing with anybody, but you can convert into a business builder. Okay, so that is all I have for the training. Okay, if there's any questions, just let me know. But for your action steps for today is going to be creating your target for the month. Now, most of you know, or you should know exactly what you need to rank up, like what that volume is to hit your next rank. Okay, so you've got that target already set. So now you need to know what you need to name out in terms of potential PV. So if you don't know it, figure out what your target is, reverse engineer it to say, okay, my target is, whatever that is, how many new people in the business do I need? And how many people do I need that haven't reordered to reorder? Okay. And then you need to name it, want it, get it, right? So you need to create those lists of people. Now, for a lot of you, I can totally understand that this is new. You may not have enough people that you are in communication with to hit your target, but that's okay. This is a start. We need to start somewhere. Okay. So with that, I am going to, if I don't see any new questions. Let me see. Oh, let me go into the Q&A thing here. Okay. No open questions. Okay. Perfect. Awesome. All right. Let me see. Okay, cool. So I don't see any questions. This is being recorded. We will post this in the Facebook group, but start doing this, guys, every single week. Okay, so I know we talked about like monthly goals, but eventually you want to start doing this every single week. And of course, you're going to be adding names to the list because you're going to be meeting new people and developing new relationships and so on. So you always want to add to this list. But for today, meet with create your target, reverse engineer it as to what you need to accomplish to hit that target, and then put those lists together and share that with your partner. Okay, guys, so that is all for today. Thanks so much for coming on. Sorry I was late. Have a great rest of your day. And, okay, I need to listen again. Okay. Do you have a list that do you have a list that you use, or an app, or just paper and pencil? Oh, yeah, I would just use paper and pencil. You can put it, you can put it on a spreadsheet. You could do whatever you want. I mean, that's up to you. Most people have you can put names into the My Essential System contact manager. Totally up to you. Whatever is fastest for you and most effective. Okay. So if you're just using, and if you're used to using spreadsheets, use spreadsheets. If you're used to just having pen and paper on like a planner, use that. So whatever is fast. I mean, this is all about what is most effective. Okay. So with that, have a great rest of your day, and looking forward to hearing all the results from what you're doing, your action steps. Okay, take care, guys. Bye-bye.